Okay, the same process. What one word are we talking about? Is it the? No, lights. That's our subject. And our noun, lights are a direct object, dim. What lights? The lights. Okay, let's change this and make it say the lights are very dim. Punctuation or period. How dim are they? Very. What's your subject? Lights. Lights what? Are what? Dim. Which lights? The lights. How dim are they? Very dim. If you notice, there's a continuity between the word attack skills, the phonetic patterns, the rules, and then constant writing and dictation. Because the more children write, the more proficient they are going to write well and spell well. Now let's try the shun words. Remember, the younger the student, the more excited they are about the process of reading. Let's take the shun sound. T-I-O-N says shun. Use our ligature to remind us that it now says shun. I use logic whenever I'm teaching. Okay, or what do you notice about the word situation? There, the U has the same sound as, let's look, because you are so bright, I need sunglasses. I tell you, they can't fool you. But situation has the same sound as way, same as language, has the same sound. And this is why children do not test well, because they're looking for what looks alike rather than knowing the rules. Okay, pollution is a bad situation. What's our subject? Pollution. What's our verb? Is. Is what? Situation. What kind of situation? A situation and a bad situation. When children diagram the sentences, they become exact in their writing, their spelling, their arrangement. What's your subject? Pollution. What's your verb? Is. Is what? Situation. What kind of situation? A situation and a bad situation. Again, combining not only just learning to read, but logic, spelling, rules, and really being prolific writers, because everything is about language. We can't do well in social studies, history, or anything else. Everything is about words. It's about language. Students become accustomed to whatever our procedure is. Why bother learning or memorizing if I'll get a new worksheet tomorrow? So actually, I isolate the cards. Let's take the E card. Here we have E with a macron. Here we have E blank E. Here we have double E. Here we have EAE. Here we have EYE. Blank YE. IEE. And two dotted IE. Let's look at the sounds for E. Single E says E, E blank E says E, double E says E, EA says E, EY says E, blank Y says E, E with the make IE says E, two dotted I says E. Okay. Sound and we have elephant. Double E says E. Here we have free, freeze. We mark our long vowels with a macron. EA says E as in beat. EY says E as in money. Blank Y says E as in icy. IE says E as in field. And that's one of those tricky words because one would think the I is silent and the E speaks. So IE says E. Two-dotted I says E as in machine. So that I, say for example, you're taking the standardized test and these are your options. Underline the word that has the same sound as in machine. If children have not been taught, they are going to choose either the word it, set, instead of IC, which has the same sound as the I in machine. Now we've taken the sounds in isolation. Just to go through the wall cards every day is not enough, because children will actually repeat after you, block A, A. But again, we have to make certain that there's repetition of them using it at the board. They will pay more attention if they know that it will become their time to participate. So here we have E with the macron, sound E, sound word me. E blank E says E, elephant. PH here has the same sound as in foot. Same sound as in enough. Enough, foot, and elephant. The OUGH now says F, the single F says, and the PH. To teach children repeatedly to say, I conclude. Now we're teaching them logic, we're teaching them word attack skills, we're teaching them phonetics. I conclude that OUGH has the sound of F, PH has the sound of F, and single F. But the teacher must be astute enough to ask, what do you conclude about these three words? Enough, foot, and elephant. Double E says E, sound fra, sound E, sound za, word freeze. Now let's start at the ending. Za, sound, and the students will repeat E. Sound, students will repeat fra, word freeze. Sound, sound E, sound, word beat. Sound E, which E? E-Y. Sound mun, word money. Sound I, word, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Sound E, icy. Sound E, field. What do you notice about this word? The I does not speak. So we only hear the long E and feel. Another one is thief. Here, machine. Now let's look at machine. It. We use the two dots there to remind us that the E in machine now says E. The I in it now says E. Okay, let's take the long vowel I. If you notice, I'm taking the cards in isolation because children will actually repetitively repeat the sounds every day and not be able to use them or to know them. When they're taken in isolation, then they are more apt to pay attention because they know that they will be called on to come to the chalkboard. I blink E says I, blink Y says I, IGH says I. Okay, let's make this word say rise. What does it say now, boys and girls? Rise. What does it say now? Rise. What do you notice about that word rise? That the S now has the same sound as Z. Zoom. Has. But the S in so now says, but the S in has now says. Okay, let's make this word say cry. Cry, which I, blank Y I. Now let's notice Y again. What does it say now? I see. Now has a long sound of E. The same sound as in seed. IGH says I, so let's spell side. Which IGH sounds, sound I, sound, word, sight. Now again, after we've taken the sounds in isolation and the words, then we will call volunteers to the chalkboard to use the words in sentences. The teacher will dictate the sentence. Now, boys and girls, you pay attention to make sure Robert is writing the sentence correctly. The bright punctuation or period. Why? Because the sentence tells the bright lights shine. Okay. Now let's diagram the sentence. What's the subject of the sentence? Lights. That's our noun. What lights? The. What else are they? Bright. Okay. Lights. And what do the lights do, boys and girls? They shine. That's our verb. Okay. Repeat after me. Come on. Noun. Subject of the sentence. What are we talking about? Lights. What do they do, boys and girls? They shine. What kind of lights are they? The lights and bright lights. And if you notice, we're not just